I think what's important about this is it picks up some long-term themes in education. And two of those themes that I find particularly interesting and particularly powerful are student engagement and motivation on one hand, and what they actually need coming out of school to move into the work world, post-secondary world in the longer term. And what we're trying to do with DERT is understand the environment, classroom environment, and the changes that we can make that will address those two issues. From my own work, the idea that student ownership and agency gives them much greater motivation and interest in the topics that they're dealing with, and it gives them greater intellectual engagement in how they go about solving those topics, investigating those topics. As they move out of the school system, they acquire what they need to work with knowledge in productive ways, not as a knowledge worker who runs a cash register at McDonald's that's based on a computer chip, but somebody who has to select knowledge to solve a particular problem, to create new knowledge, to synthesize knowledge from multiple sources. Those kinds of knowledge work skills I think are really important to come out of any school system. And virtually every job, regardless of whether it's a trades type of position or a more sedentary knowledge work, i.e. at a university type position, requires problem solving, creativity, and advanced thinking. Those are the kinds of things I think will engage students and prepare them better for where they're going in the next century. For 20 of the last 30 years, I've been working with the kinds of innovations that come from the ground up through teachers, working in collaboration with researchers. And those are the types of things that really seem to have profound influence. Having said that, the ability to identify worthwhile problems, to address possible strategies for addressing those problems, creative and innovative ways to work with oneself, by oneself, and with others, and to address feasible solutions for those problems, I would say, are 21st century skills. We don't have the option that we did 20 or 30 years ago of people dropping out of high school and finding productive and gainful employment in the same way that you could get a very well paying factory job even 20, 30 years ago. Those options are dying.